What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 66 of the Idiotic Sports Talk. I'm your host, Liam Gavin, coming to you live from my dining room. And before I get into this segment, I want to apologize for being inactive. It's been 3 months since I've posted anything. Pretty much since the NBA Finals, I have gone MIA, but I'm back and I'm ready to keep posting, especially with week 1 of the NFL season. The NFL season started this week. It started Thursday with my Dallas Cowboys playing the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where my Cowboys went out there and they played one hell of a game. They got shredded on defense at times, but also caused 4 turnovers. And what could I say about Tom Brady? I mean, the guy's just a legend. A minute 24 on the clock, 1 timeout. Too much time when you're dealing with the GOAT. And as for Dak Prescott, kid played his heart out, especially coming back from that ankle surgery. So it's all good in Dallas. It's only week 1. I believe they'll bounce back. But enough talk about those 2 teams. There's 30 other teams that I have to get into. So let's start with the Seahawks and Colts. This is going to be a good game. The Seahawks have a powerful offense. Their defense isn't that great, while the Colts have a great defense, and their offense is pretty good on paper. They got a strong running game, but it really comes down to how Carson Wentz going to play. I know he hurt his leg in the beginning of August, and we'll see if he can hold up on the injury side, If he could stay healthy, they have a good chance of winning this game. But I'm gonna pick the Seahawks here. I think it's gonna be close. I'm gonna go 31-27. Next is the Jaguars and Texans. So Trevor Lawrence makes his first start for the Jaguars against the Texans, who I don't know who their quarterback is. I think it's gonna be Tyrod Taylor, because I know the Deshaun Watson situation. I don't think he can play right now. But anyway, I'm going to go with the Jaguars. I'm going to go with the score of 20-14. I believe Trevor Lawrence is going to have a good season as a rookie. I believe he's going to have a good game 1, and this would be a good game for him to get his feet wet against a Texans team that has no expectations at all. Next is the Eagles and Falcons. You guys know how much I hate the Eagles, so I'll never pick them. But I do see this being back and forth and pretty competitive. You don't really know what to expect from either of these teams this season. Jalen Hurts for the Eagles, is he going to make that next leap into year 2 now that he has a rookie wide receiver, Devontae Smith? And how are the Falcons going to look without Julio Jones? Especially, they added Kyle Pitts too, though. So, I don't know. I'm gonna go Atlanta 24-20 on this. Next is the Chargers versus the Washington football team. Washington's another team I can't stand, so I'm going to pick the Chargers. But I think this is going to be a close one, too. Washington's defense is pretty good. Their offense has some question marks. As for the Chargers, I have question marks on their defense, but their offense looks phenomenal, especially led by Justin Herbert, who's entering his 2nd year. So this is kind of a toss-up game, but I'm going to go 2017 Chargers for the win. This next game should be a banger right here. Steelers and Bills. I mean, on paper, the Bills should win this, and I'm going to pick the Bills to win, probably by the score of, I'm going to go 30-24. I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people realize. The Steelers have a really good defense, and they've only improved it in the offseason, while the Bills' defense has kind of struggled, especially last year, but their offense is high-powered. If the Steelers can get their offense clicking on all cylinders, they can definitely get a win. But we're going to see how this one, it should be high scoring, honestly. It should be back and forth, and I'm going to go with the Bills, though. Next is the 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. I'm going to take the Niners here. They look good on paper. I don't really know how they're going to play in the season. Last year, they were down on injuries, didn't have all their guys. In the year before that, they went to the Super Bowl with all their guys healthy. So if they could stay healthy, they have a good chance of making a run in the NFC. And they're playing a Detroit Lions team that really has no one on their team at all. Like, this team is projected to get 3 wins at most. So I'm going to have to pick the Niners here. I'm going to go by the score of 35-21. Next is the Vikings and the Bengals. This game is low-key a good matchup, honestly. You have Joe Burrow returning for the Bengals. We're going to see how he plays after that ACL injury. He's taking on Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. I can't wait to see how Justin Jefferson looks in his second year. I'm going to have to go with the Vikings here, though, 37-27. Next is the Jets versus the Panthers. We have a rookie QB, Zach Wilson, making his first start for the Jets, taking on the Panthers, who have Sam Darnold, former Jets quarterback, playing for the Panthers now. I see this as a revenge game for not only just Sam Darnold, Robbie Anderson, too. I see the Panthers taking care of business. And I'm going to predict the score to be 28-17. I got to go with the Panthers on this one. This is another sleeper matchup coming up right here, the Cardinals versus Titans. Cardinals have a lot of expectations going into this season. They are kind of favorited to win the West. I don't know. The NFC West is crazy. Anyone can win that division, but there's a lot of talking that the Cardinals could be that team to take the West. The Titans, they're a solid team too. You know, they've made the playoffs in consecutive years. They have one of the best running backs in the league. And I think that's how the Titans are going to win. I think they're going to just run it down the throats of the Cardinals. And I'm going to go by the score of the Titans, 34-30. Next is a rematch of the AFC divisional round between the Browns and the Chiefs. The Browns looked really good last year. I think they'll look good again this year, but the Chiefs just keep looking better too. And I know they have some offensive line issues, but they still have Patrick Mahomes, and I think this game's going to be close too. I'm going to go 38-35, Chiefs for the win. Next is the Dolphins and Patriots. Mac Jones, the rookie quarterback for the Patriots, making his first start against the Dolphins. This is a tough game to toss up too. The Dolphins looked good last year. They made some improvements in the offseason. I'm going to have to go with the Patriots, though, just because it's in Foxborough. And I'm going to go by the score. I'm going to go 26-20 here. Next is the Broncos versus the Giants. Giants are another team I can't stand. I'm going to side with the Broncos here, 23-20. I think it's going to be close. Both teams really shaky on offense and on defense. So you don't know what to expect from these two teams, but I just expect it to be low scoring and close. Next is the Packers taking on the Saints. The Saints have Jameis Winston making his first start for them since becoming a member of the Saints last year. And Aaron Rodgers coming back from that MVP season. We're going to see how this one plays out. I mean, the Saints could pull an upset. I kind of hope they do because I can't stand Green Bay, but you got Aaron Rodgers coming off an MVP season. This might be his last season as a Packer. We don't know yet. So I think they're going to get the job done. I'm going to go by a score of 35-28. I think it will be close. I think it's going to be close. A lot of these games I feel like are going to be close. I don't think there's going to be any blowouts, really. Next is the Bears taking on the Rams for Sunday Night Football. We have the Bears. They're going to start Andy Dalton. They're not starting the rookie Justin Fields just yet. And they're playing a tough Rams team who just got Matthew Stafford. You know, that was a big signing this offseason. Stafford's going to have a ton of weapons, a really good defense to support him. And I just don't see Andy Dalton moving the ball against a defense with Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald and that squad. So I am going to take the Rams here to win 30-14. And that's probably the largest margin that I've given any team so far this week to get a win. And the final game is the Monday Night Football game between the Ravens and the Raiders. Now, the Ravens have been banged up a lot, especially on the running back side. They're down to like their third or fourth string running back already, and it's not even week one. However, I know Lamar Jackson gets a lot of hate, but I'm going to support him here. I think he's going to get the job done, and it's going to come up to him, and I think he's going to step up big against the Raiders. They're kind of a question mark team. You know, you don't know how they're going to play. Their offense seems legit. Their defense is meh. You don't know how their defense is going to play. Usually they get shredded year in and year out, but maybe they improved. We'll see. But I'm gonna have to side with the Ravens here, 27-21. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I'm glad to be back and to be talking sports with all of you. It's a wonderful feeling. week 1 of the NFL season coming up. I can't wait. New season, new start. Let's go. Let me know who you guys think is going to win these week 1 matchups, and who's the potential underdog, who's the biggest favorite. Let me know. So thank you all for watching again. I appreciate you all. Love you all. Have a great day.